Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. So let me take you through the process on how I transformed this gorgeous from this to this. So watch to the end. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Akio Ibipade. If you're new here, you're welcome. Please don't make it your last. Click the subscribe button, be part of this family. To my returning subscribers, you're also welcome. So I started by wiping our face, removing all the impurities, all the dirt with Blossom Micellar water and face wipe. Then I went in with moisturizer from Dr. Reshel face cream, and I applied that all over our face, underneath the eyes. Also went with hydrating primer from Fit Me hydrating primer. So that is what I am using right now. I'm just applying that, and then I went with classic mattifying primer on the forehead, the T-zone area, the chin and the cupid's bone, and also the brow areas, just to control more oil on the face. So I'm just applying that gently with my hand. After then, I went in with lip moisturizer from Vaseline Lip Therapy Balm, just to give the face, just to keep the lip hydrated. And then I locked everything in with Kiss Beauty fixing spray, and then you blow dry. I like to dry before applying any other products. So for foundation, I'm using the Blossom foundation from Blossom Cosmetics, and I'm applying that with a damp beauty blender from FBH. So I'm just applying that gently. After then, I went in with contour, and for contour I'm using 2 shades darker than her skin tone, exactly 2 shades darker than her skin tone. That is why it is not very visible from the video. So I'm just applying that gently underneath the cheekbone and taking some of it to the forehead areas. So I'm still applying the contour gently, and I'm taking this, I'm blending it upwards to the forehead areas. After then, I went in with concealer, and the concealer is from Adventure. Before then, I just remembered I was supposed to apply blush, so I went in with my blush. I'm using the powder blush palette from CPD, so just applying that on the face and also taking some to the nose. So I'm just blending. After the blush, I came back to continue with my concealer process. So guys, for the concealer, I'm using 2 shades lighter, 2 shades lighter than her skin tone. So I'm applying that underneath the eyes, the forehead area, the chin, and also the cupid's bone. So I'm not taking too much products, just blend. So guys, just keep on blending. Please don't take too much products. When you take too much products, it will be difficult to blend in. So I'm just blending that to the skin, and then I went in again with 3 shades lighter than her skin tone. Went in again with concealer, just only under the eyes, and for this shade it is 3 shades lighter, and is also from Adventure. So I'm applying these 3 shades lighter concealer just underneath the eyes. I'm not taking it to the forehead, I'm not taking it to the chin areas, just underneath the eyes. So for nose contour, I'm using that same foundation that I used for the cheek contour, and I'm applying it with a contour, a small contour brush. So I'm just taking that gradually, trying to form a V shape and then blend. Like I said, that foundation is 2 shades darker. So for setting, I'm using the benign setting powder in the shade banana. So I'm just using that to preset and also set the under eyes and all other parts that has been highlighted, which is the forehead, the chin area, and the cupid's bone. I'm just going to apply that gently using my beauty blender to apply that in. So guys, if you're new here, if this is the first time of seeing my videos, please encourage me by clicking the subscribe button and also turn on your post notification bell to be notified with subsequent uploads, to be notified with amazing content like this. So I'm still applying the setting powder at the chin areas, the cupid's bone, and also taking some to the smile line. And then for powder contour, I'm using 2 shades darker than my skin tone for powder contour to contour the cheekbone area, and also that place that you saw me, I don't know how that place is called. So I'm applying more blush to make it precise. So I'm just applying that same shade from that same blush palette, and I'm taking some to the nose area. So for powder, I'm using powder from Motec powder palette. Just going to apply that all over our face, even though I'm being careful not to touch the blush area because I do not want to go back to apply more blush. So I'm just taking it round the face. And then for powder contour, I'm using that same shade that I used for the cheek area, and I'm using that same brush to apply the powder contour on the nose. So after that, I'm going to lock everything in with the Kiss Beauty fixing spray, and then you blow dry. Allow it to dry. So now that it is dried, I'm going to set. The reason why I love doing this, or the reason why makeup artists do this, is to receive eyeshadow fall off. But for me, I also like to apply some of it on the chin area and the forehead areas, so everywhere will look more brightened. So right now I'm trying to tame down the brows, and I'm using the Hyper Beauty tamer to tame down the brows. Then for primer, for eyeshadow primer, I'm using the Big Charm Ageless eyeshadow primer. It is a Nigerian brand and it's really good. Yeah, so after that, I'm going to blend in the primer, trying to blend in the primer properly to accept eyeshadow. For eyeshadow, I'm going in with a brown shade, but I don't know why this brand is always shining like burgundy wine something. So but that is the shade that I love using for my eyeshadow. That is the shade I love using as the very first shade while applying eyeshadow. So after then, I'm using a matte shade, something like orange, from my palette. Sorry, I'm not showing you guys the shade that I'm touching. I'm mixing it actually, but in fact I don't even know. I was just trying to create something. And those shades were matte. Then I went in with shimmer. After then, I'm trying to dust off some of the eyeshadow droplets. So for liner, I'm using the Karite black gel liner to line the waterline. I'm just doing that gradually. While doing this, tell your clients or your model to look up so that they will not tear up. So she will not tear up. So I asked her to look up, and then I smooshed it, and this is how I do the rest of it. So just trying to smooch. Is it smooch or just trying to smooth. After then, I'll go in with my eyeshadow brush, just to with and a very dark, like black shade, just to give that place more detail, just to make it look more detailed. So for mascara, I'm using the Blossom 2-in-1 mascara, and then I went in with my lash, with my first lash, and I'm fixing the first lash before I continue with my makeup. So line the lips, I'm going in with a dark shade, a brown shade from Issa and Dolce. Okay, so you guys can see the shade. So that is what I'm using to line the lips actually, and I'm using an angled brush to line the lips. Yes, angled brush, you heard me. I'm using an angled brush to line the lips. So I'm just lining the upper parts of the lips and the lower parts of the lips. After then, I went in with my lip palette, using that shade to fill in the lip, just using that shade only for the lips. So guys, please, if you're enjoying this video, remember to give this video a thumbs up, and do not forget to share my video. So for the brows, I'm using the Karite brow gel liner in brown shade 02 to give the outline of my brows, and I'm using a very precise angle brush. I also went in again for the filling. I'm using the Davis brow pencil in shade 03 to give that stroke lines for the brows. So that is what I'm doing right now. After then, I decided to go in again with my brush to make the lines, the borders more precise. Yeah. So now, to finish up the brows, I'm using that same concealer shade that I used, 2 shades lighter than our skin tone, to finish up my brows, and I'm using very little amount of the products, because I have done my eyeshadow, because I have applied eyeshadow before the brows. So during this process, you don't take too much. After then, you blend in with the eyeshadow brush that you use. You don't need to take any other product, just blend. Just take the eyeshadow brush that you use in the eyeshadow application and blend everything in. So I'm just doing same process for the other eye. Then I came back to finish up my lips. So I want the lips to look so natural. I'm not going to apply any other products again, so I'm just going to blend everything in thoroughly. So to finish up the lips, I'm using the classic lip gloss, just applying that on the lips. So guys, please like my video. If you're enjoying this video, subscribe, like my video, share my video. So to finish up the face work, I'm pressing the setting powder in with my beauty blender. I'm not sweeping it out with a brush. I'm just going to press that in thoroughly till it blends in evenly. So to finish up the eye, I went in with eyeliner, and then I locked everything in with the Kiss Beauty fixing spray. Yeah, then allowed to dry, and then I went again with highlighter from Adventure, just placing that on the cheekbone area and also on the bridge of the nose, and I'm using my beauty blender Then to set the face, I'm using the all nighter setting spray. So guys, this is the finished look. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to subscribe, share my video, like my video, drop your comments. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.